Hi there! Welcome to Mind Fuel Daily Hub. Today, we're going to talk about something incredibly important, your mental health. It's easy to overlook amidst the hustle and bustle of daily life, but taking care of your mental health is just as vital as looking after your physical body. Whether you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or just want to feel a little better, I've got you covered. Stick with me as we explore 10 practical steps that you can take to improve your mental well-being. And remember, even small changes can have a big impact. Let's start with something simple yet powerful. First up is practicing gratitude. Now, I know life can often feel heavy, like there's so much going on and it's easy to focus on what's not working. But here's the thing, practicing gratitude has this amazing way of shifting your perspective and bringing so much light into your day-to-day life. Gratitude doesn't have to be this huge, complicated thing. It's as simple as taking a moment to acknowledge something positive, a kind text from a friend, the way your morning coffee smells, or even just the fact that you got through another day. When you do that, it's like you're training your mind to spot the beauty amidst the chaos. And trust me, it makes such a difference. I'll give you an example from my own life. There was a time when I felt stuck, like nothing was going right, and honestly, I just didn't feel like myself. One day, a friend suggested I start a gratitude journal. At first, I thought, what's the point? How is writing down random things going to help me? But I gave it a shot. And you know what? Something amazing happened. I started to notice the little things, the things I'd overlooked before, like the sound of my favorite song on a tough day or how comforting my dog's goofy smile is when I'm stressed. It didn't fix my problems overnight, but it gave me a new lens to see the world. And that was everything. It's not about being blindly positive or pretending everything is perfect. It's about balance. Gratitude helps you acknowledge the good, even when the bad feels louder. It reminds you that even on tough days, there's still something worth holding on to. Here's how you can start. Grab a notebook. It doesn't have to be fancy. Every night before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Start small, like, I'm grateful my boss didn't schedule another meeting today, or I'm grateful the weather was nice enough for a short walk. And here's the key, be specific. Instead of just saying, I'm grateful for my friend, write, I'm grateful my friend called today to check on me. It meant so much. See the difference? Being specific helps you really feel that gratitude. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. You'll start finding little things to appreciate throughout the day without even trying. And here's the best part. It's not just about the big things. Sure, celebrating milestones is great, but there's so much joy in the ordinary too. Like how soft your favorite sweater feels, or how perfectly ripe that banana was in the morning. It's the little details that weave happiness into your everyday life. So here's my challenge for you. Start tonight. Get a journal, or even just the Notes app on your phone, and write down 3 things you're grateful for. Remember, it's about appreciating the small joys as much as the big ones. And keep going. Day by day, moment by moment, you'll start to notice a shift, not just in how you see the world, but in how you feel about yourself. Gratitude has this sneaky way of making you more present, more joyful, and a whole lot lighter. So go ahead, grab a notebook and jot down what makes you smile today. The second is staying active. It's one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to improve not just your physical health, but your mental well-being too. And no, I'm not talking about running a marathon or spending hours at the gym, unless that's your thing. Exercise can be as simple and enjoyable as moving your body in a way that feels good to you. Here's the real magic behind staying active. It's all about those endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. When you exercise, your brain releases these incredible little mood boosters that can help ease stress, push away anxiety, and even help you feel more in control of your emotions. Exercise doesn't have to feel like a chore. It can be dancing around your living room like nobody's watching, to your favorite playlist, of course. Or it could be as simple as a brisk 10-minute walk around your neighborhood that clears your mind and helps you reconnect with yourself. The beauty of this is, it's entirely up to you. Maybe you'd prefer something more calming, like yoga or stretching. These mindful movements not only improve your flexibility, but also help you reconnect with your breathing, grounding you in the present moment. It's perfect for days when life feels a little too overwhelming. Busy schedule? I get it. But staying active doesn't mean you have to carve out hours from your day. Try weaving movement into the life you already live. Take the stairs instead of the elevator, park further away, and enjoy the extra steps, or even do a quick at-home workout in between meetings. The key is finding opportunities to move, wherever you are. I remember a few years ago, I was in a pretty tough spot. Stress was piling up and I felt stuck. A friend encouraged me to start walking every evening, just 10 or 15 minutes. At first, it didn't feel like much. But as the days went on, I started to look forward to that quiet time, my time, for fresh air and clear thoughts. It was small, but it was life-changing. Those little steps, literally and figuratively, helped me start feeling lighter, like a weight was gradually lifting off my shoulders. That's the thing about exercise. It's less about what you do and more about how it makes you feel. Find something that lights you up, something you actually look forward to, and make it part of your life. Whether it's a solo run to clear your head, a group class that builds community, or gardening on a sunny day, the possibilities are endless. And I know, getting started can feel overwhelming, especially if it's been a while since you've moved your body. But here's a secret. You don't need to be perfect or go all in on day one. Start small, start where you are. 20 minutes a day, a few times a week, is more than enough to spark lasting change. Tip 1. Schedule it. Put your workouts or walks on your calendar like any other appointment. It's your time to prioritize yourself. Tip 2. Make it fun. Whether that's playing your favorite playlist or inviting a friend to join you, find ways to make movement enjoyable. Tip 3. Celebrate progress. No matter how small it seems, each step is a win. Finished a 10-minute stretch? Celebrate it. Took the stairs? That counts too. And remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about consistency, the act of showing up for yourself, even if some days it looks different than others. Some days you might crush a full workout. Other days, just standing up and stretching is a victory. And that's okay. What matters is that you're taking care of you. So, here's my question for you. What's one way you can move your body today? Whether it's a walk, a stretch, or a full-on dance party, I want you to give it a try. And if you've already got a favorite way to stay active, share it with us in the comments. Who knows, you just might inspire someone else to get moving too. The third is connect with others. Humans are hardwired for connection. It's in our DNA. That's why building strong bonds, whether it's with friends, family, or even a wider community, is so crucial for our mental well-being. There's something magical about sharing a moment, whether it's deep and heartfelt or light and full of laughter. Connections give us a safe space to be ourselves, to share our triumphs and struggles, and to feel seen. That sense of belonging, it's like fuel for our emotional resilience. I remember a time when I felt disconnected. I was so caught up in the busyness of life that I'd stopped prioritizing the relationships that mattered most to me. One day, out of the blue, a friend reached out to check on me. We ended up talking for hours, and it reminded me how grounding and healing it is to open up, to lean on someone who truly listens. From that day forward, I promised myself to nurture those connections instead of letting them fall to the wayside. The truth is, meaningful connections don't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as sitting down for dinner with your family and asking about their day, or calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while just to say, "Hey, I miss you." Small gestures have a big impact when it comes to showing people you care. If life feels overwhelming or isolating, there's always a way to find support. Look for a community, whether it's a local group, a hobby club, or even an online space that shares your interests. Opening up in these groups can be incredibly healing. Sometimes it's just knowing someone else understands what you're going through. Here's the thing about connection. It takes vulnerability. And I know that can be scary. But letting people in, it's worth it. Start small. Share a little piece of your story with someone you trust. Listen when someone shares theirs. Connection is always a two-way street. The more open and real you can be, the deeper those bonds grow. Building connections doesn't mean having dozens of friends or constantly being surrounded by people. It's about quality, not quantity. If you're feeling overwhelmed about where to start, here are a few ideas to build or strengthen your connections. Tip 1. Make time. Set aside even 15 minutes a day to connect with loved ones, whether that's a quick phone call, a lunch date, or a simple text to check in. Tip 2. Be present. When you're with someone, give them your full attention. Put down your phone, make eye contact, and really listen. Tip 3. Show appreciation. A small thank you or letting someone know how much they mean to you can deepen your bond. And if you're feeling lonely, please know this: you're not alone. The first step might feel daunting, but there's always someone out there who wants to connect, whether that's an old friend, a family member, or someone in a community you've yet to meet. Take that leap. Reach out. Because connection, in all its forms, is one of the greatest ways we can take care of ourselves and each other. So here's my challenge for you. Reach out to someone today. Call a friend, talk to your neighbor, or even join a new group. You never know how much a single conversation or moment of connection can change your day, or theirs. The fourth is prioritize sleep. Sleep is one of the most important gifts we can give our mind and body, yet it's often the first thing we sacrifice when life gets busy. But here's the truth: sleep isn't just rest. It's the foundation of mental clarity, emotional resilience, and even physical health. Think about it. When was the last time you woke up feeling fully rested, ready to take on the day? If that feels like a distant memory, you're not alone. Many of us push through life running on empty, thinking we'll catch up later. But sleep isn't something you can really bank. It's something you need nightly, consistently, to feel your best. I remember there was a phase in my life where I was always exhausted. I felt foggy, irritable, and honestly, less like myself. I'd stay up late scrolling through my phone or trying to power through work, thinking I was being productive. But in reality, I was only draining myself further. It wasn't until I made sleep a non-negotiable priority that I started to feel like me again. More focused, happier, and just better. Sleep really is a form of self-care, and it doesn't just happen. It's something we need to nurture. A great way to start is by creating a bedtime routine that signals to your brain it's time to wind down. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. Maybe you dim the lights, sip some calming tea, or put on your favorite cozy socks. Journaling can also help, especially if your mind tends to race at night. Write down your thoughts, your worries, or even a few things you're grateful for. It's a simple way to clear your head. Another great wind-down practice is meditation or deep breathing exercises. Just a few minutes in a quiet space can slow your heart rate, ease stress, and prepare your body for rest. Even a quiet moment of gratitude can help shift your mind into a calmer state. And here's a big one: screens. Studies show the blue light from our devices tricks our brain into thinking it's still daytime, which can make falling asleep a lot harder. Set a goal to turn off your screens at least an hour before bed. I know it's tempting to scroll through social media or watch one more episode, but trust me, your mind will thank you in the morning. Aiming for 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep isn't about being indulgent. It's about treating sleep as the necessity it is. Think of it like recharging your phone. You wouldn't head into your day with a half-dead battery, would you? The same goes for your body and mind. If you're having trouble sleeping, focus on creating an environment that invites rest. Make your bedroom a sanctuary. Keep it cool, quiet, and dark. Invest in a good mattress or blackout curtains if you can. Even little changes like using a white noise machine or experimenting with calming scents like lavender can make a difference. When you start prioritizing sleep, something amazing happens. You wake up not just rested, but more present, more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. You'll feel sharper, more focused, and better equipped to manage stress. If you're used to running on empty, I want to challenge you to start treating sleep as sacred. Start small. Maybe tonight you turn off your phone an hour earlier, or you try journaling before bed. Whatever it looks like for you, just know that you deserve this. You deserve to feel rested and renewed. So here's to you and your next great night's sleep. If this resonates with you, share in the comments. What's one thing you can do tonight to take care of your sleep? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on living your healthiest, happiest life. Sweet dreams, everyone. The fifth is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment. It's a simple yet effective way to reduce stress and enhance mental clarity. You can practice mindfulness by meditating, doing deep breathing exercises, or even just paying close attention to your surroundings. Don't know where to start? Apps like Headspace or Calm can guide you through it step by step. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. Give it a try. The sixth is limiting screen time. Too much screen time, especially on social media, can take a toll on your mental health. It's easy to get caught in the endless scroll, but it's important to set boundaries. Start simple. No phones during meals or right before bed. Instead, use that time to pick up a hobby, spend time with loved ones, or simply unwind. Reducing screen time creates space for healthier habits to flourish. The seventh is eating mood-boosting foods. Have you ever noticed how what you eat makes you feel? Food is more than just fuel. It's like medicine for your mind. What we put on our plates has a direct impact on how we think, focus, and even process emotions. That's why today we're talking about eating to boost your mood. Some foods really are nature's way of helping us feel our best. Think of things like leafy greens, which are packed with nutrients that support brain function, or walnuts, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, those healthy fats that researchers say can help reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. And then there's salmon. It's a total brain food superstar. The omega-3s in fatty fish don't just support better overall brain health, they can actually help you stay sharper and feel emotionally steady. And for something sweet, berries come in full of antioxidants, which protect your brain from stress. Foods like these don't just feed your body, they feed your happiness too. I'll be honest, there was a time in my life when I wasn't paying enough attention to what I was eating. When stress hit, I reached for quick fixes, sugary snacks, processed meals, that left me feeling sluggish and moody. But once I started incorporating more whole foods like greens, nuts, and even dark chocolate, yes, that counts if it's low in sugar, I noticed a real difference. My energy was more stable, my focus improved, and I just felt better. Here's the thing, your diet doesn't have to be perfect. It's about progress, not perfection. Start by adding foods that fuel your body and mind. Swap out chips for a handful of almonds or try adding some avocado to your toast. Little changes add up in big ways. On the flip side, try to limit sugary treats and processed meals. They might give you a quick energy spike, but trust me, the crash is real, and it can leave you feeling more drained and down than before. Instead, think about meals that sustain you, foods that nourish both body and brain. And hey, I get it. Life is busy. Sometimes cooking feels like one more thing to add to the list. But taking even a little time to prepare something nutritious for yourself is such a loving act of self-care. Start small if it feels overwhelming. Maybe today you add a side of steamed broccoli to your dinner, or you throw a handful of spinach into your smoothie. It's all about making choices that honor your well-being. And the best part? Foods that boost your mood don't have to be fancy. A bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh fruit and a drizzle of honey, or a quick stir-fry with whatever greens you have in the fridge, can go a long way. It's amazing what wholesome, simple ingredients can do. So next time you're at the store, think about your mental health when choosing what goes in your cart. Ask yourself, how can I nourish not just my body, but my mind too? Focus on adding more of the good stuff, vibrant, whole, alive foods that fuel you to be your best self. And don't forget, eating well is a form of self-respect. It's not about being perfect, but about showing up for yourself in small, meaningful ways. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite mood-boosting meal? The eighth is taking breaks from stress. Stress. It's something we all experience, isn't it? It's the tension in your shoulders after a long day, or the feeling of overwhelm when your to-do list feels endless. And while some stress is natural, letting it build up without a pause, that's where burnout starts to creep in. But the good news is, there's a simple, powerful way to protect yourself from that spiral. It's probably easier than you think, taking breaks. Breaks aren't just nice, they're essential. They're not a sign of weakness, they're actually one of the strongest things you can do for yourself. You see, when we don't step back, stress has this way of building, layer by layer, until it's too much to carry. But when we allow ourselves to pause, even for just 10 minutes, we're giving our brains and our bodies time to reset. I used to think pushing through was the only way to get everything done. Skipping lunch, ignoring the urge to step away. It felt like powering through was somehow productive. But the truth? All that did was leave me crashing at the end of the day. My energy was drained, my focus was scattered, and I wasn't actually doing my best work. Everything changed when I started allowing myself, even just 5 or 10 minutes, to step away, breathe, and refocus. Taking a break doesn't have to be elaborate. It can be simple. Stepping outside for fresh air, reading a few pages of a book, or listening to your favorite calming playlist. Whatever feels good to you in the moment. The point is to give yourself permission to pause. Even a quick stretch at your desk can make a difference. Roll your shoulders, stretch your legs. Just 10 minutes to move and breathe can leave you feeling more refreshed and ready to tackle what's next. And I know, it can be hard to step away, especially when the pressure's on. There's that little voice in your head saying, if I take a break, I'm falling behind. But here's the reality. Taking a step back isn't falling behind. It's setting yourself up to move forward, stronger and clearer. It's about protecting your energy for the long haul, not just pushing through the moment. One simple way to start incorporating breaks is to treat them as sacred, non-negotiable moments in your day. Set a timer every hour or two as a reminder to step away from your work, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. Use that time to stretch, doodle, breathe, or even stare out the window. The key is to do something that allows your mind to rest. And don't underestimate the power of nature. Even a short walk outside can be incredibly grounding. Whether it's the feel of fresh air on your skin or the sound of birds chirping, nature has this way of slowing your thoughts and soothing your stress. And in a world that's always on, moments like these are a gift. Here's something simple to remember. Breaks aren't a waste of time, they're an investment in you. They make you more focused, more productive, and more centered. When you take time to care for yourself, you're showing up for your life in a better, fuller way. So, I challenge you to find your rhythm. Maybe it's a 5-minute pause every hour, or a bigger break midday to recharge fully. Whatever works for you, start somewhere. Your body will feel it, your mind will thank you, and your work, your relationships, your entire day will benefit. So, what's one way you can take a break today? The ninth is setting small goals. Feeling stuck? Start small. Breaking down larger goals into manageable steps can give you a sense of accomplishment and keep you motivated. Whether it's cleaning one corner of a room or sending that overdue email, each small win builds momentum toward bigger success. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. The 10th is seeking professional help when needed. Talking about mental health can be hard. Asking for help? That can feel even harder. But here's something I want you to know. Seeking help is one of the most courageous, empowering choices you can make for yourself. There was a time in my life when I felt like I had to handle everything on my own. I didn't want to burden anyone or admit I was struggling. But carrying it all by myself? It felt like I was sinking. It wasn't until I walked into my first therapy session that I realized how much weight I'd been carrying, and how freeing it could be to finally talk to someone. Therapists and counselors aren't just there for when everything feels like it's falling apart. They're there to listen, to guide, and to help you make sense of the things that feel too big to handle alone. Whether it's anxiety, grief, burnout, or just needing a space to sort through your emotions, therapy can be a lifeline. I get it, reaching out can feel intimidating. You might worry about what people will think, or wonder if your struggles are big enough to need help. I want to remind you that your mental health always matters. Therapy isn't about being broken or weak, it's about being human. Maybe one-on-one therapy doesn't feel right for you, but there are other ways to connect. Support groups can be incredible spaces to share your experiences with people who truly understand. Whatever path you choose, the goal is the same, to know you're not alone in what you're feeling or facing. Finding the right therapist can feel overwhelming at first. With so many options available, it's easy to feel unsure about where to begin. Taking the time to reflect on your specific needs and preferences can help narrow down your choices. Remember, this process is about finding someone who makes you feel understood and supported. Start by asking yourself what matters to you. Do you want someone local or a virtual option? Do you feel more comfortable talking to someone who shares your cultural background or identity? Reviews and recommendations can also help guide your decision. Remember, it's okay to try a few different therapists until you find someone you connect with. The right fit can make all the difference. It's about having a safe space where you feel seen and heard, completely and without judgment. And here's the thing, asking for help doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're investing in yourself. It's saying, I care enough about me to heal, to grow, and to figure things out. That takes incredible strength. Professional help can give you tools you didn't even know you needed, new ways to cope, to communicate, and to take care of yourself. It's not always easy, but the progress you make can change your life. If you're thinking about seeking help, I hope this is your sign to give yourself that chance. You don't have to do this alone. There are people out there who want to help you, who deeply care about your well-being, and who are ready to walk alongside you on this journey. So, wherever you are right now, I want you to know it's okay to take that step. Whether it's scheduling your first session, asking a friend for support, or just exploring your options. You're worth the effort and you deserve the care. Remember, your mental health matters, always. And there you have it, 10 simple, impactful ways to take care of your mental health. Start with 1 or 2 steps and build from there. Remember, small changes can make a big difference, and you are absolutely worth the effort it takes to feel your best. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And if you're ready to start your mental health journey, drop a comment below on which tip you'll try first. Thank you for watching and take care of yourself. You deserve it.